Hey guys, Garrett McLaughlin here, and in this video for the task this week, I want to teach you a very simple pre-run dynamic warm-up. I'm going to try to hurry up here. It's starting to rain a little bit on me, but we'll get this done. So in this series, this should take you probably 3 to 5 minutes max. We're going to go through a quick and effective dynamic warm-up just to better prepare for your run, or if it's a strength training session for that day, that should be fine as well. First thing we want to do here is just run through some simple kind of warm-up exercises to the harder, more intensive weight-bearing movements. So just going to start leaning forward to something. I just want you to go through about 10 repetitions on each of these. Regular calf raises first. Always tell people, do as many as you need to if you feel like there's one particular area for you that's tighter or needs to be addressed more than others. So calf raises will be first. Next up, and then holding on for support. Nice comfortable leg swing. If you feel nice and stable, which I definitely recommend getting away from holding on as much as possible just to work on balance and stability. Going through 10 leg swings, forward and backward, and then I'm just going to switch over to the other side. Okay, same thing, about 10 swings. Okay, opening up through the hip. As you do these swings, engage through the core. Try to prevent your lower back from arching. So you're just isolating through the hip joint. Okay, from there, we're going to continue with leg swings, but now just facing forward, coming across and up. Opening up the hips as you go. Adductor, abductors. A little bit of movement you can see of the foot that I have on the ground, kind of rolling in and outward. This helps me loosen up through some of those metatarsals and small intrinsic muscles of the foot. And then same thing, going through 10 swings on the other side. Okay, add more, do less, kind of find what works for you. Next up, looking at spine, hips, upper back, and that thoracic spine area, just rotating through the shoulders. So 10 per side here. Standing thoracic rotation or trunk twist. Trying to turn, and eyes are looking the way the body and chest is facing, and should feel that throughout the spine. And big area that most people tend to neglect, focus only on lower body. And from there, now we're going upper body. Straight arm swing. Again, still important for running. Obviously, we have that arm motion to work off the legs, opposite arm, opposite leg movement. So go about 10 swings here, both arms forward and backward. And then we'll immediately switch into an alternating arm swing. You're welcome to, if you wanted to, make it a little bit more specific with the bent arms through there. Okay, so that's the first sequence we're going to go through. I'm going to change the angle of the camera here and show you some dynamic mobility and locomotion drills. In this next video, very simple. We're going to move from point A to point B, some dynamic mobility, loosen up some of these bigger muscle groups, add a little bit more stability and balance into the mix than some of the leg swings and things we did a second ago. And then we're going to finish off with some simple locomotion drills. So just to get started, all I want to do is just walking here, knee to chest, good balance and control as you go through. Okay, just going to give you a shorter demo here, just to make sure I'm not walking too far out of the frame. Next up, we're going to go into a single leg reach. Step on one, back leg back, arms forward, balance, control, really kind of focus through the foot and the hip to provide that stability. Again, going about 10 to 15 feet. Find a distance that works for you. Hold on next to a wall if you need to, or into a dog for balance. Next thing we're going to do, walking lunges, okay? Nice step. I like to go with opposite arm, opposite leg. And on this one, I actually like to go forward and then backwards as well. But then when I switch to come back, I like to come back and reach, arms up overhead. So that reverse lunge with reach. Good control, stability. Nice high reach, overhead opening up through the shoulders. Okay, next up what we're gonna do is some simple locomotion drills. So we're just gonna go, I'm gonna start down here for these. Hey puppy. Okay, nice and quiet on the feet. Low skips, 10 to 15 feet down, 10 to 15 feet back. Good arm swing motion. And I really want you to focus on being nice and quiet on the toes as you go. Next up, let's go a little bit higher, driving the knees up, always focusing as you go through opposite arm, opposite leg, okay? Now a little bit more force into the ground, a skip, knees coming up closer to waist height. Okay, same thing. If I can get around the dog as we come back. Okay, now a couple lateral movements. Okay, a little bit more activation to the foot and hip. Lateral straight leg bound. Driving through the hip, nice strong push up, kind of awkwardly rocking side to side, pushing from the hip as I come back. Last one, nice simple karaoke or grapevine. Forward and back, good rotation through the hips as you go. So when that's all said and done, it probably should take you about anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes or so. As you get it down, you're more familiar with the movement, you should move a little bit more quickly through that. So I'll provide you a list so you can follow that, but enjoy that as a good dynamic warm up before your run.